Tuesday, July 19th. I'm gonna do this whole video from the floor. The humidity, right? It's the humidity. So I hope you guys like barbells, because we had less barbells last week, but we have barbells back in this week. And so you're looking at this video now because you saw what is on the agenda today. So I brought that up because the barbells are getting pretty sweaty, pretty wet, and we have to make sure that we're taking precautions to make sure that it's not slipping out of our hands because it is slippery. Thing number one you need to do is use a hook grip, because that bar can get pretty wet and our hands are wet as well. And that doesn't always make for a slick barbell. Sometimes if we add too much chalk, it does. And so hook grip is number one defense against losing the barbell. But I digress. Today's workout, it's nice, it's long. Tuesdays have been long, and they've also given us an opportunity to lift heavy if we want. So I like this WOD because it gives you 2.5 minutes to do just some fatigue work, right? Basically, this is interference burpees. So you're gonna do 10 bar facing burpees. And I know that's nobody's favorite burpee, but I'm telling you this, 2.5 minutes is plenty of time to get that work done and then still get to the barbell. Probably our best burpeers can do that in 30 seconds to 45 seconds. And if you're someone who counts yourself amongst the I don't like burpees and I go slow at them, I still think 1.5 minutes is plenty to ask for. You will get to the barbell. I don't want to cut down the number of burpees unless you are pretty confident there's no way I'm getting through this in 2.5 minutes and I'd like to lift the barbell today. All right, so let's just see how it goes first before we decide to modify the burpees down. After that, whether it be 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes that you get with the barbell today, I don't think it should influence the weight on the bar. In other words, hey, it takes me a really long time to do burpees, so I'm just gonna do light barbell today. No, that's not the point. However much time you get, right? The point of today's workout, even though what we're gonna write on the board is how many reps of power cleans you got, the point is to challenge yourself a little bit. So don't use a light barbell just because you were like, well, the burpees took a lot out of me. I wanna see what you can do with a, let's call it moderate to heavy barbell. All right, something that you would definitely be doing for singles. All right, so that's what, maybe you could touch and go this way, but you're so tired because of the burpees that you probably will not. No heavier than 185, probably no heavier than 135 for the ladies. But I think that paints a pretty good picture. You can touch and go if you had to, but you probably won't because you're so tired. That's what we would like to see today. So, I was getting about 10 around, between 8 and 10, let's call it. I used 185. It is really hot. I expect that I did this workout the day before you were going to do it, but I expect it will continue to be humid at least for a little while longer. And so I expect the same conditions that I had. And, I am someone who was able to finish the burpees most of the time in about 45 seconds, which is why I'm suggesting that most people can finish in 1.5 minutes and still have plenty of barbell time. As far as barbell, because it's heavier, not that we denounce technique at lighter weights, but of course we need to pay even more attention to it when the barbell gets heavy. So you got to set up just like you would when you were going over the movement with your coach, like you would with PVC. Perfect setup off the ground. Make sure that the barbell stays close, and you will be successful with those lifts today. All right, so you always get 30 seconds of rest. This is the kind of workout where, depending on how fast you are at burpees, you might decide to give yourself a different amount of rest that's not 30 seconds. In other words, stop before the prescribed rest, because you know that you're going to need a little bit extra recovery time for the burpees, and that's okay. That's okay as long as it means you're definitely trying your hardest and it's part of a strategy that you have. I can totally see that. All right, so enjoy this one. Wednesdays we're gonna push a little bit more, but I'll be honest with you guys. We got barbells all week, just different style.